Oh, hey, indeed, and welcome into the guest room. I'm your host, Mike. That's Garrett over there.
Lemons.
That's Andy.
Are?
And that's KD.
Sour.
They sure are.
Yep. But if you got that a fortune cookie, you'd be like uninspired.
That's not a fortune. That's just a fact.
It's more of a Snapple.
It's a fact
than
cookie.
I'd be inspired if I was
should
like
make those.
on a trivia podcast.
Fact cookies.
Fact cookies.
Like,
Wait,
I didn't
Andy,
know that.
Andy, what kind of restaurant would you get a fact cookie?
Oh, yeah, fact cookie's a whole different thing.
Yeah. I mean, what would be insightful? What genre of food is insightful? In Thai food?
Why?
I don't know.
Why is that insightful?
I just,
What do you have 4 ties?
like? I'm just saying, if like you're eating spicy food, maybe at the end of it, you're like,
So like
I
you're
could use
sweating
some,
at the end of your meal, and then you open something up and it says lemons or sour.
Yeah. You're like, wow, that's so right.
And let me eat this cookie.
Yeah.
Can you respond to a fact with anything other than that's so right?
Well, we'll see what happens today.
Interesting.
That can't be true.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Listeners, welcome in.
What fact did you get?
How true is it? Is it true? Mine was.
Interesting.
We buried the lead here. Garrett, we let you speak just now, which was interesting.
This is the most I've ever spoken on this
Yeah.
podcast.
Some say the best ability is availability. So, Garrett, thank you for that. Thanks for just. We'll see if we move you from producer Garrett to co-host Garrett, or
I mean,
contestant
personally,
Garrett.
like I'm okay with being like temporary fill-in Garrett. I don't think I can ever fill Kevin's shoes, literally and
Yeah.
spiritually.
Probably
yeah.
true.
I mean, don't get too attached to that title because we could invite another Garrett on. But yeah,
Oh.
it's yours. Well,
They should have
Yeah.
a co-host
Yeah.
Garrett fight. So wait, we have them both on each episode. It's 1-on-1. Winner gets to come back, and the other never gets to come back.
Wow.
That's a Patreon episode right there.
well, welcome in Garrett as well as the rest of you listening audience at home or work or wherever it is you listen to the Guest Room podcast. We've got lots of fun things in store for you today. The first one is the secret phrase game, which is a game where there's a phrase that's secret. One of us says it, and it's your job to figure out who said it and what they said. Like, it has to be both of those. You can't just say who said it. 'Cause,
That's right.
Like, you had
But
a
if they
25%
said
chance
what
of that.
the phrase was and didn't say who said it,
Yeah, I mean, Andy, if you received that email in your inbox, what GIF would you send?
Ooh, there's some favorites, but I do like the one with the guy behind the tree. That's like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rubbing his hands
yeah, I
together.
don't know what
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
called though.
What's he from?
I don't know, but like I always want to search that, but I don't know what.
That's not.
He's
CeeLo
wearing a
Green,
shirt
is
that
it?
looks just like the one you're wearing right now. I'm
Yeah, but
pretty
it's
sure.
like what do you search to
funny.
get to that GIF?
Hand rubbing black guy.
Secret phrase.
Speaking of which,
Can that be the title or no? That can't be the title, can it?
speaking of which, I'm not going to. I'm not going to explain this to anyone. But Katie, do you remember Zach, our friend's little brother, and his association with that word that was just uttered? Think about it.
Okay.
I'll give you the rest of the
Oh
podcast.
yeah. No, that can't be the title.
Yeah, not anymore. Well, another fun thing we have in store for you guys today is pub quiz. So we're just going to hop on
Pub
in
quiz.
to a pub quiz, which is where we each come with some triv questions, and we want them to be not too hard, not too easy, and we get points if those boxes are checked. So, Katie, you're going to be starting us off today.
Cool.
Ask away.
Are we doing pub 1 or pub 2?
Let's do pub 1.
Garrett, what do you say?
Pub 1's good.
Andy, what do you say?
It's always pub 2.
Yeah, pub 1 it is.
Oh, yes, Garrett.
Why did you ask Andy? It wouldn't have mattered.
If he was really passionate, maybe. Or if he had said pub 3.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
have a fact cookie here that says we should do pub 2.
it's always right. It's always right.
Is that a
Done.
fact?
Pub 2 coming.
You should do pub 2.
All it took.
Yep.
That is so true. That's really interesting.
That's very interesting. Wow.
That was a fact before it was actually a fact. That's
Yeah.
actually pretty crazy.
All right. Yeah, we can't make the fact cookie be wrong. Question number 1. This city in Michigan has 72 people. It has merch that says things like "been to blank and back" and "I saw blank freeze over."
Did you say it has 72 people?
72 people.
I mean, that's easily the most shocking fact.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Detroit's really gone downhill.
So dark. Let's reveal. Mike says hell. Garrett says hell, and Andy says hell. Hell is correct.
Let's go.
Would you?
To hell.
Been field trip?
Tiffany and blank is a jeweler. Let's
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
reveal. Mike says co. Garrett says company. Andy says co. I'm sorry, the actual name of the company is Tiffany and Co.
Wow, that stinks.
It's not really. It's really not company.
It's not. It doesn't. It's not.
Well,
Sure.
everyone-
I would have written co.
Everywhere over their
Well, okay.
I
labels
mean, it's not right. But
says Tiffany and Co. But that could just be branding.
Let's
Here
look up,
is
so like
Tiffany.
Jose Bank.
Here is
why would it just be co? Like, is there someone named CO?
Man, that's really wanting to be on my list, which I updated today, by the way.
There's a period after. That's even
the top story though about Tiffany and Co. is that they unveil their Pokemon collection.
yeah.
I'm not even
What?
kidding. Please Google Tiffany and Co. Pokemon collection. We just needed to take a little detour here. Pokemon collection. Go down. Let's find some pictures.
Yeah.
Images.
Is this a secret phrase, Andy?
No. Look at it. Look at
What?
Oh my goodness! You
No.
can buy jewelry in a Pokeball.
yeah.
In a like
The-
teal-ish
Anyway,
looking
sorry.
Pokeball.
Okay, Tiffany and Co.
I don't want to be right anymore. I don't even care. I just
Wiki.
Tiffany and
I mean, it's
It's.
if it wasn't associated with Pokemon,
I
it
mean,
might be a good looking.
it just
thing.
says it's Tiffany and Co. on Wikipedia, and it doesn't.
the fact that no one is saying company. I feel like just proves it's co.
Yeah.
That's really
Sorry.
strange, though.
Sorry, Garrett.
I mean, it's fine. It's just a.
just the way it is. Mike, at one point you said nobody says it is what it is, and it's about something positive.
Yeah,
It is what it is. I get a point.
Yeah.
I had ice cream for dinner, but
It is what it is. Love that.
I'm wrong.
This is the middle initial of President Polk.
I hope.
Let's real. Mike says K, Garrett says K, and Andy says K. It's K.
It's also a.
It's also a letter in the alphabet.
I just potentially figured out a.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Next, question number 4. This is the first name of the guy most recently hired as the manager of the Los Angeles Angels.
Excuse me, what?
This is the first name of the guy most recently hired as the manager of the Los Angeles Angels.
The Angels.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Um,
Oh, this is where I give you more information like I had it written down before.
how recently did you say?
Most.
Like, was this like recent, or did he manage the season? I don't know if I can ask that.
It's
But
recent.
I mean,
As
the
of
Dodgers
November 2023.
didn't win the World Series, so I'm sure they had to fire their current manager.
who would have been available on the market?
Dude, if you think I know,
Also, there was a college football game that ended, and then both teams fired their head coach.
Wow.
Texas A&M and Ole Miss.
does Tungsten Arm count as the first name or just Tungsten?
It would be Tungsten in this case.
Okay.
Who was available?
I'm looking at something for my pub, my phone.
Pub.
Give me a second,
Pub.
please.
How many
Hold on,
cheaters have concurrently said, I'm not cheating whilst doing it?
Whilst
Whilst
Like A-Rod shooting up steroids saying, I'm not cheating.
I'm not cheating. This isn't cheating. That's a fact.
Interesting.
Come to think of it, interesting is more of like what you say to something you don't think is a fact, or something you think really isn't interesting. Like, how many times do you respond to a story?
So if I was like, hey, did you know the Titanic actually broke into 10 pieces while it was on the surface before it sunk? You would say, huh.
It is what it is.
Interesting.
All right, let's reveal. Mike says Ed. Garrett says on hell.
No way.
That'd be awesome. And Andy said Greg. I'm sorry, it's Ron
Ron,
Did you pronounce
Washington.
I heard Ron Washington.
Yeah,
it? Did you pronounce it on hell?
yeah,
Ron.
That's Angel.
but that's also on hell.
Okay.
Speaking of Greg,
It's
did
about
you,
a Spanish
did
guy.
you see Greg Joseph and Cody unwillingly slap in the Vikings game over the weekend?
What?
Yeah, they
Cody
got
who?
Parkey,
Wait, who? Who
kicker.
wasn't willing?
the kicker for the Saints.
Is he the kicker for the Saints?
Yeah.
Which one? Cody Parkey?
Yeah.
I only
can't
know
really
him
keep
as
up.
Cody Parkey's double doink, right?
Yeah,
Is he?
Yeah, I think so.
but they got unnecessary roughness. It's kind of like when the goalies come out to fight in hockey, but the kickers came out and got into a tussle and they gave them both flags.
That's so cool.
That
I
is awesome.
Yeah, anyway.
can't believe I didn't see
Side
that.
story.
Yeah, no, right? I got no points.
It has
Next,
no points.
next question. Today, November 14th, is the 107th anniversary of the death of a man, the first African American on a postage stamp. This is his middle initial.
Can you repeat?
Today, November 14th, is the 107th anniversary of the death of a man, the first African American on a postage stamp. This is his middle initial. This
I
is his
think
middle
this?
initial.
I'm about 32% sure.
That's pretty good. That's where I'd like everyone to be at 32%, though.
I mean,
Then-
wouldn't you want it at
Okay.
33.3 to
Well,
be exact?
I know, but like, if everyone was at 32, I'd feel pretty confident that I would get 1 point.
Okay, I think it's this.
True.
Can you please
True.
repeat the question?
Today, November 14th, yesterday, is the 107th anniversary of the death of a man, the first African American on a postage stamp. This is his middle initial.
All right, going with this.
All right, let's reveal. Mike says W. Garrett says B. Andy says L, as in LL Cool J.
Did you want to change your answer after you saw W?
He doesn't even. Do you know what we're talking about?
No.
I think the last episode that you recorded
Yeah.
What?
when the answer was L, as in LL Cool J.
And you saw my J.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So is there an answer? Or?
Yeah, you guys are all wrong. It's
No, I don't think so.
it's T. So, Mike, you must have been thinking George Washington Carver,
That was my best guess. Yeah.
oh,
and Washington is his last name.
Oh, come on.
Do you know who?
What's Carver?
No.
Oh,
Booker T. Booker T. Washington?
Booker T.
T.
Washington.
Washington.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No idea what he did, but he was
Or
on a
why he
postage
was on a
stamp.
postage stamp.
I don't know. Okay, well, that was disappointing. What's the common bond amongst those answers?
Garrett, can I help? Can you help us, please?
Can I help us?
well, I was really confident I knew it from the first two answers. Or first
Let's talk
three.
it out. Maybe I can help you, and you help
No.
me.
Andy, I don't know if you forgot. I listened to your episodes.
Yeah, but sometimes I do help though. Sometimes I do help.
And he's not talking about your podcast episodes.
Yeah. Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah, your podcast sometimes as well. But
T. Ron K. Co. Hell.
Oh, you're pulling a KD.
Yeah. Hell Co. K. Ron T.
KT Ron Cohell.
Yeah. Oh, Ronco. Ronco. Didn't they make products?
wait, can I ask for the right answer if I didn't get it?
I mean, I just repeated them.
I'll give it to you,
For number 4.
Ron.
Ron.
That was a Co. Ron.
I think
Are these all names from the substitute teacher skit on Key and Peele?
Hell.
no.
Thought that might be it.
If it was, why would he say yes?
I don't know. So I've ruled one thing out.
That's true. He could have just said yes and slipped.
I think this is a really tough common bond.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's a weird one because it's like letters and stuff.
Yeah. But is it actual letters or like K?
Yeah. T.
Like, I wish I could give you a hint.
Yeah, that was what you were supposed to do with the first 5 questions.
Am I supposed to put clues in the questions? Ow.
They work better that way.
Oh, man.
Well, I have a bad answer written.
I am fuming right now.
Yikes.
Yikes!
That's pretty good.
Yikes! Yikes!
A lot of people have told me my mic impression is really good.
What is that?
Yikes! Yikes!
He's finding the notes.
Okay.
I think it's like AG.
I've got an answer.
AG.
AG.
I create my own notes, Garrett.
Yikes.
Someone musical check that.
All right, let's reveal. Mike says ions. Garrett says jewelry. And Andy says Harry Potter something. Unfortunately, no. I honestly don't know if there's any chance that you guys would have gotten this.
Thanks.
Wow.
But
Incredible.
these are all the last letters and or sounds of gas stations. Shell,
Texaco,
Arco or Texaco.
What's K?
Circle K,
Chevron,
QT.
QT.
This is the worst pub quiz of your
This is
entire.
the one that you wanted, Andy.
This is-
Take that fact cookie.
This is the absolute worst.
like it.
This is the absolute worst. This is a reject
Question
from the
about,
fat
question
cookie
about
line.
fat cookies. What kind
Oh.
of cookies would they be? We didn't discuss that. Are we talking
This one would be an
like
awful
the
cookie.
Chinese restaurant
Do
one?
you guys remember
No,
those
no.
meringues, like the crunchy meringues you get from Trader Joe's?
Crunchy meringue sounds
At
like
the
a
Joseph
username.
where you trade. Andy,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Okay. These are spoonerisms.
Oh, wow.
In a pub
Spoonerism.
quiz?
Yep.
You had so many spoonerisms. You put them in a pub quiz.
I did.
Okay.
Wow.
Question number one.
How much time are you going to give us?
I'll give you a little bit of time. Question number one. This is a shortened rating for a really strong, but not the strongest hurricane, or a pineapple with a little flesh.
Say it.
Repeat.
Yeah.
A shortened rating for a really strong, but not the strongest hurricane, or a pineapple with only a little flesh.
Man flesh.
They've picked up our trail. So it's not a stopical trorm, is it?
Mike, do you have it?
Yeah. What about their legs? They do.
Yes, I'm gonna get someone. Oh man.
Are you serious?
What about them? They're fresh.
Repeat.
A shortened rating for a really strong, but not the strongest hurricane, or a pineapple with only a little flesh.
Man, this was like a,
Was it easy?
okay, I'll write it as soon as I hear it.
Oh,
kind of
wow.
deal.
Okay.
A shortened rating. Garrett.
I have the first
Rating.
part of this.
Wait,
Correct.
what?
No, not that.
You like
Oh, I got it.
Yes.
All right, let's reveal.
Oh, let's go.
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
I got it.
You gonna give up?
Yeah, I give
She a
up.
great
okay.
one.
Okay, reveal. Mike and Garrett, tell them what it is.
Category pine.
No. Please, no.
It's a cat
Fat
four or a fat core.
Yeah.
Dude, like a tad of the gory, like the insides
but
of a
what's-
pineapple.
What's the spooner? What's the original word? Patagory time?
No, I thought that was like what you were arranging it up to be. I think I misunderstood this.
Do you know what a spooner? Let's go back.
No, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
That'd be
Okay.
a
And I just got excited.
category kind.
Okay. So,
Devin Cordy.
cat 4 or fat core was the answer. Okay.
Wow, that's embarrassing.
I love this category.
Question number
I mean,
two.
this cat.
A tennis shoe brand that was popular in the 90s, mostly for fashion, or Mike Tyson addressing his favorite hip hop artist, Mr. Brown. A tennis shoe brand that was popular in the 90s, mostly for fashion, or Mike Tyson addressing his favorite hip hop artist, Mr. Brown.
Why is it Mike Tyson? It's got to have an S. Where's the S?
Is someone counting points, or are we counting our points?
Count your own points.
Okay.
Mike, do you have it?
Not yet.
Oh, no.
Well, it's got. I'm right? It has to have an S in it.
I can't.
Otherwise, so
Confirm
like
nor
an
deny.
S becomes a th. Repeat.
A tennis shoe brand that was popular in the 90s, mostly for fashion, or Mike Tyson addressing his favorite hip hop artist, Mr. Brown. Let's reveal then. Katie says Reebok or B-Rock.
I said Thuck Kahlers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that
And Garrett says
very,
nothing.
very precise with your pronunciation there.
I'll give you the shoe brand and you tell me what the spoonerism is. The correct answer was K-Swiss.
Say quit. What?
Say quiz.
Chris Brown.
Oh,
Say
Say quiz.
That's how he talks.
yeah.
I thought that-
quit.
If he was like maybe 2 years old,
That's how
that's how he talks.
you get punched in the face a lot. You-
Oh man, that was my favorite one I did.
Came first, the
Say
chicken or
quit.
the egg?
Oh. Okay. Question number 3.
I didn't understand the importance of Mike Tyson until now.
Found in classrooms everywhere, or an asylum for people with mouth fetishes.
What?
Found in classrooms everywhere, or an asylum for
Yeah.
people with mouth fetishes.
Oh, got it.
Wait, how'd you get that so quick? I was getting that quick. Only one of us can per fact.
Interesting.
You make a good point.
Would you guys like to order food?
I would.
Yeah.
What is it? One more time.
Found in classrooms everywhere, or an asylum for people with mouth fetishes.
Don't like that.
An asylum, as if like they're surrounded by it. This thing, or it's not like people who have it. They're in an
So-
asylum, so they can't be anywhere near it.
So there's like an insane asylum.
Asylum.
It's that sort of asylum.
Like Arkham.
Hmm.
That's the only asylum I know,
Okay.
I think.
I know what you wrote. Okay, let's reveal. Mike and Katie, tell them the right answer.
Bite ward.
Bite ward.
Yeah. What's the real one?
It's a whiteboard.
Whiteboard
It's found in
or bite ward.
classrooms everywhere.
Oh,
Correct.
my brain doesn't think like this, guys.
Okay.
You
How'd
should
learn
listen to
do
the
this?
guest room
Bodes-
podcast more.
I feel like
Bodes
I
well
should.
for my category.
Yeah, it does.
Frankfurter, or someone who doesn't share the candy that gets stuck to your teeth.
Oh, gross.
Easy spoonerism. This is a Jeopardy category.
Also,
It was.
the candy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
not
can't-
good.
yeah. I mean,
I'll eat them.
I'll eat them too, but like not. I
Oh,
wouldn't
I
chew it.
can feel the feel on my teeth
Oh,
right now.
wow.
It's like,
It's like glue.
All right, let's reveal. Everyone got it right. It's hot dog or dot hog. That was a repeat.
like who hogs dots?
Are these supposed to be an increasing difficulty or no?
No, clearly not.
Absolutely not.
What I thought.
You were about to be impressed with yourself, though. Forgetting
Question
number 4.
number 5. Steve Irwin hates these and not getting divorced.
Ha! Nice. I guess it just took me a while to get in spoonerism brain.
Man, I should have asked my Mike
Well,
Tyson one at the end.
I also didn't know what K-Swiss is.
I've heard of K-Swiss, but
How would I have described the K-Swiss shoe brand to you better?
There are no words you could have said
Okay.
that would make me think
Like,
K-Swiss.
you would have to
Well,
had reference
I think
Switzerland.
K-Swiss, I think
Yeah.
is popular with tennis players, but I'm not sure.
yeah, like if you somehow made me combine K-pop with
Okay.
Switzerland?
Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just know what Steve Irwin loves, but not what he hates.
Mm.
and I'm thinking of the opposite of what he loves. And
You actually should listen to the Guest Room podcast a lot more.
what if I, instead of listening to it, what if I just like edited all the audio for it and then uploaded it?
But there's a certain,
That's not enough, Garrett.
That's not enough. How about this? How about completely free of charge? I'll do that.
okay,
Good deal.
okay.
Sounds
I'll,
not bad.
There's got to be a catch
Getting
somewhere.
closer.
Okay, no answer. Okay, reveal. Garrett and Katie, what is it?
Ring stay.
Ring stays.
Oh, not Garrett and Katie.
Or
Mike and
Stingray.
Katie.
A stingray.
Stingray.
Or
I
the
was gonna
ring
say,
stays.
Steve Irwin and Andy hates these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think most
You-
people probably hate those things.
Well,
You and Steve.
yeah. Except I didn't die
You're the
from it.
same.
Rip. Okay. Last question. Race on Rainbow Road or the store an Italian is selling a Fiat at?
Wow. It's so stupid.
repeat, please.
A race on Rainbow Road or the store an Italian is selling a Fiat at? Are you doing? I'm not going to even say anything. I was going to give it away.
Great.
Love that.
I mean, after knowing the answers now, you got to admit that was a pretty fun spoonerisms that I was sitting on
Yeah.
forever. I forgot how good it was.
The say quith.
Oh man, that was my favorite.
That one's awesome.
Say, Quiz.
Say quiz.
Say quith.
I'm gonna hate myself for not thinking harder.
Oh, Garrett, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Garrett.
Gario Mart.
It's a Gario Mart.
Mario Kart.
Wait, you could have had a way better clue for the Rainbow Road. I mean, obviously it's Mario Kart, but I'm thinking of like
Yeah,
something specific about the race.
you
or
just
like-
race on Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
What made me think of it was just all
Koopa
the
Beach.
Italian places where I buy cars from.
Cario
They're all card. Gario Mart.
Mario Mart.
Oh, the Gario Mart. You take the left and then the right, and you see it right there in front of you. The Gario Mart.
Why do you go buy from Tesla when you can go to the Gario Mart?
Ooh, we should eat Italian food tonight.
We should eat
Yeah.
Italian food tonight. I am in.
Fazoli's?
Hey, Garrett,
What's Fazoli's?
Hey,
it's your turn.
oh, it's my turn.
You want to hit us with a pub?
I will slap you with a pub,
Like Greg Joseph.
just like Rick Joseph.
Cody
And
Parkey.
Cody Parkey. Unwillingly.
All right.
Go ahead.
Greg Joseph went up to Cody Parker. He's like, have you been to the Gario Mart?
Of course not.
What do you mean you haven't been to the Gario Mart?
No, I don't buy cars from there. Well, you gotta go to the Gario Mart.
Who's more likely to be Italian?
Parky's closer, I guess.
Oh gosh. Okay. This pub quiz
I'm
is
Italian. My name's Greg.
Greg Joseph.
From Florence.
I'm like 10% Italian somewhere.
Oh.
This one is on music history.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Nathan Krell, where you at?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, Nathan Krell. Okay, question number 1. This band / artist holds the most number 1 hits on the Billboard Top 100 chart in history. All of history.
All of
All of
they
world
only
history.
started recording that recently. Like, I mean, it could have been.
Ever since it's been documented.
When did it start?
Repeat.
I don't know when it. I don't want
A
to.
random court jester
I
from
mean, I
medieval
can
times.
find out when it started.
Repeat.
This band / artist holds the most number 1 hits on the Billboard Top
mean-
100 chart.
I gotta go with this.
Who was your favorite Gregorian chanter?
Oh man, there's so many to list. Greg,
Gregory.
Joseph.
It's too bad there were no cars back then.
Loved it. All right, answers. Okay, Andy says the Beatles. Katie says, where are your answers at? Michael Jackson.
Let's see the grid. You
Mike says the Beatles. It's the Beatles.
No!
should really have a grid.
A
so you
grid
could-
would make it
yeah.
so easy
Yeah.
to
an
read.
immaculate grid.
Do you do that?
What?
Immaculate Grid?
What are you talking about?
The conception version.
Macario
Immaculate
Mart.
Conception. Okay. Oh, I have my pub quiz in view. All right. Question number 2. This composer has worked with director Steven Spielberg on more than 25 films.
What's his name?
What is his name? Do we have that? Oh, yeah, we do have
You.
that.
Oh, so clarification. Do you need first and last?
I'd prefer it, but if
Please
yeah,
just give
yeah,
him the first.
I do.
Just first,
I've-
please.
I think it's this.
Okay.
I think he's wrong anyway.
Answers. Andy says John Williams.
Yes, please
Katie
be
says
right.
John Williams. Mike says it's John Williams.
I thought you were going to say Hans Zimmer.
I figured you guys might
It's a different accent.
Hans?
get that.
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer
Where
He
does
doesn't
he
go to
buy
Picario
cars?
Mart.
goes to the Automat.
Okay. Question number 3. If you play this band's most famous record at the same time as when you play The Wizard of Oz, the songs on the album appear to line up with the movie almost perfectly. I'll repeat that. If you
What?
play this band's most famous record at the same time as when you play The Wizard of Oz, which is a movie,
Uh-huh.
the songs on the album appear to line up with the movie almost perfectly.
This had to have been when albums were long.
Basically, you hit play on Wizard of Oz and you hit play on if you played the record from top to bottom, like the sequences and the scenes in Wizard of Oz, like and the music in the background would like line up
That's
like in
great.
a really eerie way. And maybe I'll show you guys later once we review.
Was this intentional?
No, absolutely not.
I'm just gonna guess then. So it just meshes up well
Like,
with the background.
You
So,
guys, I'll show you guys.
for example,
Listeners, look it up
I'm
online
just throwing out.
once you find the answer.
You don't necessarily mean like Pink Floyd had a hit called
Wait,
"Brick in the Wall," right?
That was what I was about to
Brick
write.
in the wall?
So
Brick
Or is
in
it-
the
no,
wall.
it's called "The Wall," right?
The yellow brick road?
Yeah, but that's what I don't mean. Like that, some sort of connection, right?
no,
music
it's the
sounds-
music. The
No,
music
the
one.
it's
whole-
like if you play two
Okay,
Nickelback
I'm
songs
looking for
together.
the name of the band,
Yeah.
but one of this band's records.
But I'm just saying, there's not like this song comes on right when this
no,
happens.
I'm not thinking
Okay.
of it doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Okay.
Okay. Answers.
Thanks for stealing my answer.
Andy says Led Zeppelin. Katie says the Monkees. Mike says Pink Floyd. It is Pink Floyd.
What?
Are you kidding me?
And the album is.
Are you kidding me?
That's actually hilarious because it's
That's so weird.
I was like, oh, like you're a little.
The prism?
Yeah, you're
Or the-
saying
was it
it's
the
Dark
ball?
Side of the Moon.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dark Side of the Moon,
It's
okay.
the prism. Yeah,
The
same
only
thing.
the only reason,
That's
like
so
I had
dumb.
nothing to work off of, except that wasn't Wizard of Oz like the first movie in color,
Yeah.
and I
Yes.
just remember looking at the prism.
Oh
Dude,
my
that's
God. Are
crazy.
you kidding me?
That's actually
Wow.
a crazy.
That's so
guess.
weird.
Well, give it a
Yeah.
mic.
So, that makes the conspiracy even weirder because
Wow.
Well, I'll show you guys later. It's
Yeah,
insane.
I'd be interested to see that.
Okay. Question number
Not
4.
hear it.
No, just want to see it. Please,
Interesting.
please show me what it looks
please,
like.
Please mute the video. I just want to see it.
Okay. Question number 4. This band is currently playing all of their live shows in the brand new Las Vegas Sphere.
Like
Oh,
current, like as
Currently,
we speak.
as in like in this month they're going to have several, and they've
I
had several.
think it's them.
I
This-
think I'm wrong, but
This band is currently playing all of their live shows in the brand new
Crap.
Las Vegas Sphere,
I-
which I went to, and it's gargantuan. Recently, I went to.
this
There's no way this
the
counts.
band I wrote, I say I get it confused with a few other bands where people are like play a song. I'm like, what's that? They're like, what? You haven't heard this song? I'm like, what? I haven't even heard of that band. And they're like, how have you not heard of the?
Yeah, as if like you're gonna like know it just by them telling you that. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna it's gonna figure itself
Well,
out.
usually if you speak louder too, and you're more aghast,
Oh,
the
crap.
person
Now I'm-
thinks of it.
It causes you to remember.
No. Let's go with this.
All right, answers. Andy says U2. Katie says
That's one of them, Andy.
The Who. Mike says Blue Man Group. It is U2.
Let's
no
go.
way.
That was what. That's
Yes.
another one of the. I no idea.
You
what,
don't know you too?
I don't know any of their songs.
I don't either.
except the ones that pop up on iPhones randomly.
Yes. Yeah.
and I immediately shut them
So
off.
in 13, 14, something like that, they like released a free album to like everyone who had an iPhone.
yeah,
And it was like a terrible album. Sorry, you two, if you're listening to this. I guarantee you're not. But it was terrible,
bet.
unobjectively.
One of their songs was my wife's wake up song for a while
Because it's the only thing she
it was
had
all
on
the
I
way
everything.
loaded it onto the phone. Yeah.
Well, and sometimes back then too, there were certain like car radios where when your phone connected, it
Yes.
auto played like the first
From
song in
Apple
the
Music.
letter, and I had like one of those songs playing, but then it was the A Team by Ed Sheeran,
Oh,
and it was I hate that song now. Okay, the answer I said it was U2. Yep. Okay, question number 5.
darn it.
This band's drummer, John Bonham, holds the record for the loudest drumming in a studio, reaching 130 decibels during the recording of Rock and Roll. This band's drummer, John Bonham, holds the record for the loudest drumming in a studio, reaching 130 decibels during the recording of Rock and Roll.
Wow.
The song is titled Rock and Roll.
Okay.
Just, well,
I don't know a band that sings a song called Rock and Roll. So,
Who's this band that does Enter Sandman?
Metallica.
I'm going to write Metallica.
Okay. Mike's also right in Metallica. Okay. I went with what his name sounds like.
John Bon Jovi?
John. Yes.
Okay, answers. You say and he says John Bon Jovi.
Well, Bon Jovi.
You just said Bon Jovi. You say Metallica. You say Mike.
Metallica.
It is Led Zeppelin.
which was written on someone's board
I had
earlier.
that. I had it.
Yeah, that's
John
question,
Bonham.
question 3.
So
the
listen,
drummer
can I have it?
Okay. Question number 6. What is the common bond that
They're all
coalesces all of these answers
Oh.
together?
It's been coalesced.
So John Williams, U2.
Okay, I think the answer to this
What's the
is going to be easier.
what's
than
number 3?
Pink Floyd,
Pink Floyd,
the one that he got. John Williams.
Beatles, John
Beatles.
Williams, Pink Floyd, U2, and Led Zeppelin. So I think it'll be easier to get potentially than your crazy one,
Mhm.
Katie. But
Probably.
but it does require
Knowledge.
yes. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, what? No.
Mm.
I was going to say they've all done halftime shows at the Super Bowl. John Williams.
The Duel of the Fates.
Ba, 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 ba.
People would love that.
That'd be great.
Have you seen the video of the kids that like play his songs outside of his house?
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh god. That'd be annoying.
So there's a common bond.
there is
Really?
a common bond.
Really?
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin, U2, Pink Floyd, John Williams, and the Beatles.
Almost ready?
I am ready.
You are ready.
You are the Root Squad.
Okay. Answers. Andy says they have a guy named John. Katie says lead born in 1948.
What?
Mike says perfect pitch. The answer is all of these bands. You could have just said Abbey Road Studios, but the answer is
Oh.
all of these bands or artists recorded in Abbey Road Studios, which is the most famous recording studio in all of history.
Are you going to go visit it when you go to London?
Very likely, if I can. I don't know if it's something I can just
Maybe you can
mosey
just
on
see
into.
it.
I mean, I could I can walk past it, but I'd love to go inside
I
of
mean, you'd have to cross that crosswalk, right?
it. I would. I want to.
Are you going to do
I
the
feel
thing?
like I would just be one of those like
Are you going to do the thing?
ugly Americans.
Ugly Americans.
I mean, you only have 2 people.
That's a term over there.
Ugly Americans?
They call American like people who go there and tour and like are flaunting their money and stuff ugly Americans.
See, that seems fine. Yet, if we were to just call like people from Poland like ugly Poles, we'd be mean.
well, actually, I'm totally fine with there being that
It's
name
Britain,
because
so
that means that there are also a different type of Americans.
Non-ugly Americans?
Yeah,
The ones that just go there and what?
So yeah,
the ones they don't know are Americans yet.
modest Americans.
Ah,
Hey,
Handsome.
it's me.
The amount of semi-racist things Katie has said on this podcast, I think we should
Just
start a
today.
counter. Yeah, just today.
What was the first thing I said?
I'm not going to repeat it. You insensitive prick.
Question 1. This dog breed ranges from 28 to 30 inches tall, 60 to 88 pounds, and has a top speed of 43 miles per hour.
That seems fast. 28 to what inches tall?
That is
30.
extremely fast.
That's a very low range.
There has never been one that's outside of 28 to 30.
Wow. Very predictable.
So if I have one of these dogs that's 27 inches tall,
Repeat.
This dog breed ranges from 28 to 30 inches tall, 60 to 88 pounds, and has a top speed of 43 miles per hour, which I'm just picturing like a little teacup Yorkie.
wow.
All right.
Wait, is this like at their back or at their head? Their height.
What? Oh,
Their height.
I don't know how they measure dogs. I think it's their back.
Maybe, I mean, is it
You're
standing up?
basing your knowledge of
It
this
could be.
question on the height of the
Hey.
dog? Not the speed?
Wait a second.
Are you kidding
If
me?
it's standing up, then we're all screwed.
Yeah, true.
If you're being screwed right now, you're being screwed hard.
But only if you're being screwed right now.
It's conditional.
Do we have answers? All right. Garrett says Greyhound. Andy says Greyhound. Katie says Greyhound. Irish. It is Greyhound. You all get points.
Well, we all get
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Question 2. Spike and Tyke are fictional dogs in this cartoon that was created in 1940.
1940?
1940.
Oh, no.
Spike and TK.
Spike and Tyke.
Tyke is spelled with a Y.
Oh, that helps.
Just
What's that called? What's it called?
What's that called?
This is the only cartoon I know that was made anywhere near that time. So I'm writing it down, even though it's not right.
Same.
Mine is also not right.
You guys should probably write different ones if you know.
Oh, hold on. Did you say cartoon
Let me
or
write
comic?
one that's even more not right.
said
I said cartoon.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
We suck again.
And we have to go to the cardio mart.
Cartoon in 1949?
40.
1940?
40.
Oh, no. Guys, I wrote Garfield to start. That was a bad answer.
That was a bad answer.
Oh, no.
Bad answer.
I'm pretty sure the guy that created Garfield is still alive.
Maybe he's just lived a long time, Mike.
In fact, I just heard from our Catch a Falling Star and Put 'em in Your Pocket co-host from last time that they're making a new animated Garfield movie.
Do you think Paw Patrol was on back then?
Probably the
Paw
first iteration, yeah.
Patrol's
Bluey.
Eternal.
Except those dogs are called Marshall and Chase, Sky.
It's the first iteration, Mike.
All right.
You have kids.
We have answers. Garrett says Tom and Jerry.
Oh,
Andy says
That's a good answer.
Popeye. Katie says Tom and Jerry. It's Tom and Jerry.
Let's go.
What?
Okay, I knew Spike was the dog, but Tyke?
I think it's his like son or nephew or something.
Oh, dude, I'm so happy.
Well done.
I'm
so
so
happy.
certain it was wrong.
I'm so happy.
But I think Mike's Pink Floyd answer that was way cooler.
Because I know
To get
less about
right.
music than you know
and
about
because
1940s
you thought of
cartoons.
like color and you thought of the prism. Like that's a cool connection.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Question 3. If you fabricated steels, iron, or copper into large containers intended to hold hot gas or liquid, you'd be one of these.
What?
If you fabricated steels, iron, or copper, hey Chandler, into large containers intended to hold hot gas or liquid, you'd be one of these.
Oh, I thought the steel, iron, or copper was being put into a container. It's being made into containers.
A little fabrication process.
Oh.
Wait, intended to hold what?
Hot gas or liquid.
Can you repeat it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Is it
understand what you're
because
looking
there's no
Seems to be
water
right
in
up
this
Andy's-
question?
Yeah, right up Andy's alley. Almost.
If you fabricated steels, iron, or copper into large containers intended to hold hot gas or liquid, you'd be one of these.
Why is steel pluralized?
I don't know. As I read this question, I thought, did I mean to do that? I'm just going to read it as is.
Can you repeat it one more time?
Yes, I can. And I will.
Yeah.
If you fabricated steels, iron, or copper into large containers intended to hold hot gas or liquid, you'd be one of these.
There could be so many things that you are.
Garrett has been writing an essay since I started reading this
Okay,
question.
I'm just going to go with this, but I don't think it's right.
KD, I'm not sure has written anything. Okay, we have answers. We almost have answers.
Garrett's still writing.
He has a word count he has to hit. All right, Garrett says, glass thingy from 7th grade science class.
A beaker?
You might be thinking of a beaker or a graduated cylinder or something like that. Andy says a metalhead. It's pretty good. And KD says a Cooper ? I'm sorry, I was looking for a Boilermaker.
Oh.
Okay.
Question 4. Oh,
You're gonna-
Garrett, you're erasing your answer for number
Hold
3?
on.
It's
Hold
not
on.
right.
Real fast.
Yeah,
Boilermaker is the mascot of Purdue.
that's true.
And it's a train.
Well, the logo for Purdue is a train. But a boiler, an actual Boilermaker,
this is
is someone who makes boilers.
Okay.
And that's why it's their mascot, is
Why-
because there are people in,
Okay.
that's in Pennsylvania, right?
No.
Indiana.
Indiana.
Yes.
Yes. People in
Yeah,
Indiana.
You haven't heard of IUPUI?
Yeah, IUPUI.
Yeah,
Pui
that.
Pui?
Well, why would there be an IUPUI if Purdue's already in Indiana?
Well, that's the Indiana University, Purdue
University.
University, Indiana.
Right.
And the other one's just Purdue.
But why are... Okay. Question 4. If you could have invested in this city, you would have enjoyed a 7.25 trillion % return from original purchase price to current valuation.
Who? What?
If you could have invested in this city, you would have enjoyed a 7.25 trillion %
Okay.
return from original purchase price to current
I
valuation.
mean, international or domestic?
Oh, you just gave me a hint.
Were you not considering the world?
Oh,
You're
you're
welcome.
welcome.
The world to me is United States of America.
You are so welcome.
Everything else is irrelevant.
You are welcome.
Everyone else is just ugly foreigners.
That's why I'm trying to go expand my
Wow.
my
Here,
appreciation.
I thought Katie was the only racist one on the podcast.
All right, we have answers. Garrett says Dubai.
Oh,
Andy says New York City. Katie says New York.
Dubai's a good answer.
Please don't be New York. I had that.
The answer is
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
You said city. Manhattan's not a city. It's a county, and it's an island.
It's also a borough, isn't it? No.
Yeah.
Borough? It's a borough.
You meant the island.
So it's not Dubai.
It's not Dubai.
It's Manhattan.
But read your question.
If you could have invested in this city, you would have
City. This city.
Yes. I mean, it's not a city.
No.
How do you know? What's the definition of a city?
It is a city, actually.
What?
It is a city.
Does Chandler
Where?
know?
On
Man-
Manhattan Island.
Let me see.
Manhattan is the most densely populated of New York City's 5 boroughs.
Yeah, it's not.
What's a borough?
a borough's not a city.
BROBOR.
BOROUGH.
It's a city.
Hey Siri, is a borough a
A
city?
town or district or administrative unit.
That's a city.
A town.
It's a
bor-
district.
a borough is
It's
a
an
self-
administrative unit.
A borough is a self-governing entity that is generally smaller than a city.
Oh, yeah. Manhattan's tiny. It's so much smaller than a city.
Well, smaller than New York City, that's for sure. Realistically, Mike, you just have to decide if you want a point or not.
I don't, because the answer is Manhattan. And nobody knows how much New York City was bought for.
It says-
Yeah, they do.
So the top.
It was bought for $27.
No, that was the island of Manhattan.
Okay, so here's the definition. It says
And it was not just dollars; it was that
there's a
much
there's a
worth of
Google
trinkets.
answer. Is a borough a city? A borough is a town that has its own government. It can also be part of a big city that has powers of self-government. Manhattan is just one of the 5 boroughs that make up New York City. When a borough is part of a big city, it represents a more formal division than just a neighborhood. So it's not a city.
But it's pretty much a city.
It's not a city.
You should have gone with a different route to get us to say Manhattan.
Yeah.
Nobody knows the purchase price of any other district in the planet. It was so obvious that it was Manhattan. Question 5.
3.1 million for the Louisiana purchase, and I think like
That's not a district.
1.1 million for Alaska.
That's a region.
It's borough.
Do you know what how much was the Gadsden
I
purchase?
have no idea.
Gadsden. SDS in that word. That doesn't happen very often.
Question 5.
Yes.
The first documentation of this tool dates back to the late 1400s, but its existence over the next 300 years can only be evidenced by the presence of its counterpart.
Interesting. Repeat that?
The first documentation of this tool dates back to the late 1400s, but its existence over the next 300 years can only be evidenced by the presence of its counterpart. I can't believe the word city was what held you up from saying Manhattan.
This is an interesting question.
Thank you.
Repeat?
Does that mean it's a fact?
Huh. Interesting.
The first documentation of this tool dates back to the late 1400s, but its existence over the next 300 years can only be evidenced by the presence of its counterpart.
I feel like every tool was either made in the last 50 years or 3,000 years ago, and there's nothing in between.
Do we have answers?
I'm not proud of it.
I'm
Garrett?
not proud of mine either.
All right, we have answers. Garrett says, ... Andy says, Potter...
Telescope.
Oh, telescope. I was looking at Harry Potter something.
Oh, yeah.
Telescope. Katie says... What did that say?
Chalk.
Chalk.
As in white or blackboard is the thing that we have, but not the chalk.
Sorry, the correct answer is screwdriver.
Dang it. I was also thinking guillotine.
From the 1400s to the 1700s or so,
Wow.
there are screws, but they can't find evidence of screwdrivers. What's the common bond?
Nice.
What?
Garrett was quick. KD.
No, I wasn't writing it. I was filling in the answer.
I think I would rank these probably 5, 2, 3,
I know what they are.
4,
Thanks, Katie.
1.
Thanks, Katie. Appreciate it.
Do we have answers?
I do now.
Sorry, Garrett.
Mike, what would your...
That was really bad for you.
I don't even know what.
Oh, no, I don't know. Based off the name, based off the...
The top 2, I have no idea what they are.
That's what... So I'm going...
No idea.
You know what 3 is?
Oh, yeah.
So
I've heard
3
that one.
is, I think, one of the only ones I know.
Seriously?
Oh, 4 is the most famous.
Yeah, it's famous and bad.
Yeah.
All right. Garrett is writing something.
Can I guess what Garrett's going to write?
Yeah. Oh. A game within the game within the game.
I have my answer.
All right.
It's going to be one of the... All right, let's go.
Garrett says famous bad things. Andy says alcoholic drinks. KD says drinks. And guessed that Garrett would say soups.
That's an insult. That I feel
Manhattan
disrespected.
Yeah, those are all cocktails.
Wow.
So screwdriver would be the best. And then
So what is that?
that is
Orange juice
Orange
and
juice,
vodka.
oh,
No.
yeah.
No. Orange
No,
juice
that's
and
a mimosa.
champagne.
No, that's a
No,
mimosa.
mimosa.
Orange juice and vodka.
Orange juice and vodka, yeah.
Yeah. What's a Boilermaker, Andy?
I have no idea what's in it. I've heard of it.
Isn't that where they like put a shot of something into a big stein of beer or something?
Oh,
I think that's a Boilermaker.
really? Like a shot of what?
Like tequila or something. I don't know. Whiskey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It
You slam a shot of whiskey, then drink a beer. Way to go, Mike.
Oh, you take a shot of whiskey and
Yeah.
then
So you don't put it in.
Yeah.
You take them separately.
It says, while the second has you dunking your shot of whiskey into your beer, then chugging both.
Dunking?
It's called a drop shot.
Dunking it?
Wow.
And Manhattan is like all liquor,
Yeah.
which is it sucks.
And it's got that orange peel spiral thing.
Oh,
right.
that's
Yes.
at least it's visually
What's a Tom
pleasing.
and Jerry?
No idea.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good question.
It's
Wait,
just
do you think it's
cartoon.
going to be a black and white thing?
No, it
why
wasn't
are
black
you
and white.
making another racial
It was.
comment?
It was.
So Tom and Jerry is a traditional Christmas time cocktail.
Oh.
Sometimes it's a variant of eggnog with brandy and rum and served hot. I mean, I would drink it.
If
Interesting.
it was cold where I was, I
And
would
what's a
drink
Greyhound?
Oh, yeah.
that. It's a bus.
Does that have like
It's
gray
also
goose?
a 20-inch dog.
28.
To 30.
You don't have a purebred.
I was going with an English. A Greyhound is grapefruit juice
Ooh,
and
good.
gin mixed over ice. I mean, that sounds
That's pretty good.
huh?
Yeah, that'd be number 2 on my list.
All right. So I got a. Oh, no, I did get another point there.
Oh, I got another point there too.
Yeah, just didn't do too well.
Count them up.
Ooh, I mean, not bad. Not bad. Mike beat me though.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I had double
I think I
digits.
got second to last.
I had 12.
9.
13.
9.
Wow.
Good job, Mike.
What a battle.
Garrett, how many did you get on yours?
3.
Nice.
Threeve. All right. So final scores as they stood. Garrett and KD pulling up the 9s. Andy with 12. Mike with 13. Well, listeners, let us know how you did on that board of 24 questions.
Andy, has anybody ever emailed the guest room email and said, "Hey, by the way, I got 6 on that pub quiz"?
Actually, no.
Be the first, listener.
Be the first. Yeah. Yeah. You can receive a meme or a GIF.
Yeah, one of two.
For free.
It won't be branded with our
Black guy rubbing hands.
Yes.
That was the other thing I said, wasn't it?
Yes. The other thing you said, yes. Well, listeners, it's now time to remind you that we played the secret phrase game on this episode. So if you think you know who said it and what they said, then open up your inbox and then click the paper airplane logo.
Yeah.
And then shoot an email to theguestroom@gmail.com. Don't forget the podcast.
Yep.
Put SPG and the episode number in the subject line, and then type out who you think said the secret phrase and what they said. And if you're right, within 7 days of this episode airing, you could get entered into a monthly drawing
Wow.
for some free guest room
That's
merch.
incredible.
Yep.
What a value.
Not even credible.
Yep.
Also, check us out at patreon.com/the guest room podcast to find out how you can keep us guessing. Join the guest list like Garrett has.
I sure have. I'm giving you one of my whole dollars every single month.
Right here
Whole dollar.
in the guest room. Well, let us listen to the secret phrase from 7 days ago. Maybe that will jog our memes. There was a secret phrase 7 days ago, I think.
Probably.
Who said that?
Well, I'm guessing
Yeah.
that this phrase is actually either 14 or 21 days ago.
There's a highly good chance of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael, can Batmobile fly backwards around?
Around, what did you put?
Times
in?
Square.
Times
Times
Square.
Square.
That's what I threw in there.
I like
In how many parsecs could it do it?
Less than 12.
What is a parsec?
it's a
Parsnip. Oh man, I wish they'd put parsec in there.
parsley. Parley? Parley!
Parlay.
Oh, no.
And there it was. So frequent. So
Frequent Asian man.
Sagular. Well, that was fun.
That was.
Garrett.
Good time.
Welcome to the podcast.
Dude, you did so much better at your
Yeah,
think
you
your
ti-
first
you-
pub
yeah,
quiz.
you- yeah, you
Put
came in
someone
la-
down while you put him up.
Yeah, you came in last place, and that's incredible. Wow.
Tied for third though.
Tied for last.
Yeah. I was going to say then
Ryan?
others.
Oh, then Zach.
Then others.
Well, listeners, thank you. It's been fun for all of us here at the Guest Room Podcast. For KD, for Andy, for Garrett, and for Spike. I'm Mike. And as always, farewell.